all the people who claim it's not about Tory. Rocnation is intentionally harassing, bullying, trying to take down many young. Listen, they're not me. Again, I don't got money to bang with Rocnation. I don't want to go to war with him. I told y'all that already. I'll apologize to JC. I'm good. I know how to pick my battles. That's why I'm undefeated in my odds because I don't take losing battles. Rocnation is out here deleting people's pages, bullying, doing a lot of things that in hip-hop, you know, all those people who hate me, they would normally call out, but not one of them are calling those people out. So it becomes upon me, and I'm like, all of these guys that when they be talking shit about me, I let them talk shit about me, nobody ever steps in. Rocnation is now bullying other young creators who just, they're reporting regular shit, and nobody's saying a word. For that reason alone, I don't know if I want to talk about Rocnation today. You know why? Because when y'all don't hold everybody else to the fire, when they're cowards, and I stand up here and I say everything, and y'all know they criticize me and use everything to my detriment. When y'all don't hold them other cowards to the extent of it, actually, let's talk about it. Because, you know what, I'll call people out. I'm a little lit. Perfect. And I'm going to challenge the Joe Budden podcast. I'm going to challenge the Breakfast Club, especially the Breakfast Club. Because a lot of y'all shit seem to be coming from a heavy Rocnation influence place. I'm challenging the Breakfast Club, Joe Budden. And again, nothing wrong with Joe Budden's podcast, but I'm only calling them out because of their size. You guys have a very huge platform. Now, I'm trying to say, I don't want to fight no battles by myself because half of y'all, not the people I named Breakfast Club or Joe Budden podcast, want to see me go away, but there's a bunch of other facetious members. So all the rest of them, they're just not relevant for me to name. The point is this. If I really wanted to sit back on this Rocnation shit this week, because if I see nobody speak about it, y'all should know what it is. Rocnation is using heavy-handed, somewhat maybe possibly illegal tactics to silence opposition or criticism of them and their employees. Remember back in the day when I started throwing up the rock and I started saying, I don't want no beef with these motherfuckers? Y'all say I'm pussy. You could call me pussy, but if I'm pussy, what are the other people who don't speak about them at all? I'm the first one who told y'all the reason Bobby Shmurda's career is in shambles is because of Rocnation. Rocnation did so much shicey shit with Epic. Epic wanted no parts to do with Bobby. They said, y'all go get him. But we going to have to fight it out on a legal perspective because we own him and y'all been interfering with our contract with the nigga. So now Bobby Shmurda gets no support because it's going to be a legal fight. They tried to do it with Uzi. They did it with Meg Thee Stallion. I've been telling y'all this. But again, let me tell you this. I'm not Jesus. I've never told you I'm Jesus. Never confuse act for the one that says, no, I'm just here to die for y'all sins. No. So when I look around and I see, ain't that Debo? And everybody was like, nah, we gonna fuck Debo up. Yo, let's ride. Everybody was ganging up with me like, all right, let's ride. I show up. I look around, so where y'all at? Everybody at home. Everybody like, oh, I couldn't get a babysitter. I'm not fighting Debo by myself. So I told y'all I want no smoke with Rocnation, and I still don't want no smoke with them. But I do want y'all to hold these other media outlets accountable. Let me tell you what's happening with Rocnation. I don't necessarily care about Desiree Perez, who's the CEO. By the way, if you don't know her history, 6ix9ine first mentioned her back in the day. Desiree Perez is a woman who used to be doing things in and in accordance with drug dealing. She was working with the cartel. She was transporting drugs. She got caught. Her boyfriend or whoever else she was dealing with at the time, they were also involved in the drug trade. She took a plea and she was a state's witness. The same thing. This is why 6ix9ine was confused. Why does the industry bow to Desiree Perez, who was this is known, who cooperated against the cartel, but they're down to oust me because I cooperated against the 9 Trey gangsters. At that point, everybody had every excuse. Oh, well, she's a woman. You know, you got to treat women like retarded kids. You can't, like, a man snitching problem. We can't fuck with him. A woman snitch. Come on. It's a woman. All right, bet. You got it. So 6ix9ine told us about it then. I and other people have told you about their tactics afterwards. I talked to DJ. I don't want to bring other people into it. When Uzi was going through all that shit, Rocnation was in Uzi's ear, my nigga. Okay. I talked to 1501 and all those people because they sent me all the court documents. I said, why y'all got beef with Meg? Rocnation's trying to steal it from us. Rocnation, and again, this is not, I'm not really even attacking Jay-Z specifically. I'm just saying that organization, it's been, this is why I said, I always told you it's better to be liked than to be right. They operate under Jay-Z's credibility and love that we have for him as a cultural figure and a great rapper that really, it's a reason why that nigga said we done with Neil and we said, Colin Kaepernick, get the fuck out of here. Rocnation's been doing some of the scummiest shit in history that if we were supposed to actually, if it was a white-owned organization and Jay-Z wasn't the face behind it, we would have said this is the equivalent to any type of slave type of corporation. But once Jay-Z is associated with it, we let everything fly. Trying to take black artists away from black independent record labels, bullying tactics, suppression. Now we're seeing in this current situation, they're using false and illegal DCMA, or is it DMCA? They're using false copyright claims to bully and harass and try to threaten to take people down that they don't speak ill of Rocnation. I've been telling y'all this for the longest. They're the closest thing to the Illuminati. I know y'all expect to see a white face, but it's been Rocnation all along. I've told y'all this. I'm just not willing to fight this battle by myself because with any rapper, I feel like I could take on. I watched a couple rappers. I don't think there's a rapper that's been successful against me. Not in the long run. I don't want to fight against Rocnation. I told you, I threw my hands up. The towel's already in the ring. It's an act. You don't want the squabble? I don't want it. I need y'all, if y'all give a fuck about this when y'all tell me to speak about it, go get y'all other podcasters to speak about this. Ask the Breakfast Club why they're not talking about the fact that, and if you don't know what's going on, I won't even bring it up because this is a very weird and iffy area. Desiree Perez, the CEO of Rocnation, she has a daughter. The daughter's dating some dude she don't like. She think the dude's a bad influence, whatever. It's a mom. She started to use her power and influence that came from Rocnation to essentially put her daughter in a mental institution hold that her daughter is now suing for. And her daughter is exposing information to say, yo, my mom, she's always used her power to bully and harass people. She hacks pages. She will do things to eliminate the criticism or the other side. I've told y'all all this. Y'all didn't give a fuck. So I know sometimes y'all couldn't be like, yo, act, it's your turn. I'm like, no. I've been saying this. Get them to talk about it because everybody else, and actually, and I'm not speaking, I should give some more examples, but they're irrelevant. I know half of these media outlets are funded by Rocnation. Funded by, I want to say it again, funded by Rocnation. They won't say a word. So when y'all tell me to come speak out, I'm like, y'all basically keep telling me that I need to go play Russian roulette every single time. It's only a matter of time before they get me out of here, right? As great as you could be, look at Floyd. Floyd could be 50-0. If he keep taking fights against the best opponent, eventually you probably know he'll lose. The point what I'm trying to say is this. And I know you're saying you're yapping right now. I want to pull up an article, but what I see all of these little woke motherfuckers, I see there's channels dedicated to making videos about me. If you've ever gotten a DMCA notice or DCMA notice, it never came from me. I don't use YouTube or otherwise to try to curate the conversation. I might not like it. I might call you a bozo, but I don't do that. And if you've ever heard someone say that, you should ask them to prove the filing. Hey, well, if somebody takes down your video, show us the Academy or Akademiks taking it down. I didn't take it down. Those people are probably lying if they ever said it. What I'm telling you now is that Rocnation and their CEO, Desiree Perez, and this is why I'm not pulling up a video of theirs, and I'm only speaking. Rocnation are out here bullying independent creators and any media platform who chooses to speak or give their opinion on something that seemingly is obvious. What is it? It seems that Desiree Perez and Rocnation are getting exposed for their power, their reach, their manipulativeness based on a lawsuit that came out. And by the way, I think I got the lawsuit. I'm going to scroll through the lawsuit because there's nothing they could DCMA me over with the lawsuit. Okay. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I want to pull up this lawsuit. By the way, we're going to get court. There's drama going on in court. I'm here with y'all all day. Today's Monday. I ain't streaming 2 days. Y'all got me locked for 8 hours as long as y'all allow me to eat on camera because I got to eat at some point. All right. So as long as I can eat on camera, I'm staying with y'all for at least 8 hours. Okay. I'm going to get drunk, sober, drunk again. Okay. Where is it? I'm going to find it. Anybody who follows me, send me the entire thing if you can. Let me see. Is this it? I want the entire thing to post real quick. We're not going to go through it fully, but I just want to tell y'all, because sometimes y'all think what I'm saying is non-factual. I always told you, I don't catch losses like y'all want me to, or some of the hate watchers want me to, because I know when I'm going against someone who's insurmountable. Rocnation is not to be fucked with, and this is why when I'm giving my opinion about Tory, I say Tory won't be freed. They have a stake and an incentive to keep Tory Lanez locked up for the 10 years or to have Tory eliminated. Now, I'm not accusing them, or I wouldn't even insinuate that they would do it, but what I'm saying is that they don't want Tory here, okay? So when y'all keep saying, yo, why don't you just... Bruv, do you get what I'm saying? I've been saying this for months. I've been saying this for a year. Let me see if I can find... Oh, actually, no. It's on the Academy. The Academy.blog. We got the whole thing. Look, we got the lawsuit. We got the work. Now, I'm going to scroll through this. We ain't even going to look at it. Y'all could go on the... Listen, this was so important. Usually for some civil cases and documents that we pull, you'll have to be a Patreon member to see the full thing. We just put this one for free. You don't even got to be a Patreon member. But y'all go read it. I won't even read it on stream. Everything I've been telling y'all, just go read what I said. This is her own daughter alleging these things. This ain't me. Remember, Ak is just, he's just mad because it ain't me. Her daughter, Desiree Perez, Rocnation, do what that you will. But I'm not going to be the one walking you through something I've been telling y'all, okay? They're at the point of a little bit of desperation. They're down to eliminate people's channels, file lawsuits, injunctions. And here's the thing with them. Look, this is her own daughter saying this. Do I got to read this? Unfortunately, has illegal tactics to get her way, even if it requires wearing rubber gloves, providing false information. In addition to be the CEO, she's a part owner of the company. You see the names. I don't want to keep reading it, chat, because y'all keep thinking the enemy has a Caucasian face, but I'm telling you, they have empowered somebody that has a black face that owns a company that we think is cultural. They move like the white man. I want no smoke with Rocnation. I've told y'all this before. And if y'all ask me, I will defend Jay-Z and Desiree. Yes, call me pussy because I don't want no beef with them. Okay? Just look. She has has an army of tech staff with access to the best technology that money could buy. Has a team of attorneys at her disposal. Despite her current position, her background and discreet rise to prominence was highly unusual. Her past abandonment of her daughter is the root cause of their current friction. Didn't I tell you this? She participated, Desiree, in a federal drug trafficking activities in the 90s under a prior name, Desiree Reynoso. Following her indictment and arrest, she was originally sentenced to 30 months in imprisonment. However, she became a confidential. Y'all say y'all don't like snitches. But that's what y'all say. Y'all say something, then go to something else. And provided information. Again, chat, I want to just back up from this. When you see real power, let me tell you this. It took about 45 minutes of me on a dry erase board to dismantle Meek Mill's career. Lil Baby, I derailed everything he had going on with about 2 weeks of planning. Rocnation, I wouldn't even touch whatever they got going on. I apologize. Just remember I told you that. I would rather go with Drake, who's my man's. I'd rather go with him than go with Rocnation. I want no smoke. So again, I'm not going to be the person who, I ain't going to be the guy who be like, y'all remember Act? Yeah, I ain't going to lie, man. Yo, he was violating a lot of people. He was giving us the truth until Rocnation called him. I'm not Jesus. Y'all ain't going to sacrifice me. Go get them other outlets to talk about this and spam it in their chats, in their comment section. Why you not talking about Rocnation? When y'all get that answer, I'll tap back in with y'all. Figure out why they don't talk about this, and I'll tap back in with y'all. Anyway, look. While engaged, she gave birth to her daughter in 1994. She continued to engage in criminal conduct. Look, it's a lot of shit. This is her daughter saying it. Remember, Ak is this weirdo who don't really know nobody. I'm just talking shit. Now her daughter is saying the same thing, and nobody gives a fuck. She was eventually sentenced to 9 months, okay, because she violated federal probation. By the way, keep in mind all the rappers who claim they street, who's associated with this organization, and is said by her own daughter in a lawsuit, in a federal lawsuit, that it said her own mom became, chat, I don't want no smoke. Stop telling me to get smoke with them. Y'all not going to get me to go squabble with no damn Rocnation. Rocnation is the army, better yet, the label and the goddamn motherfucking militia. They're everything. I want no smoke with them. Anyway, the point is, y'all could go look at this. It's free of charge on my website. And if my website comes down, y'all know what it is. I don't have anything more to say about this. They're talking about illegally record people in their bedroom, hacking iPhones, unlawfully detain people. Chat, I want to stay out of this. I'd rather go at UMG than go at these people. I'd rather go at anybody else in hip-hop than go against. I keep telling y'all, and again, whatever you want to take from that, you can take from that, okay? There was hacked phones, hacked accounts. Yeah. Track locations. Not surprisingly, her office is located at this. Okay. She filed screenshots. Okay. This is 64 pages, y'all. Y'all go read it. Y'all go read it. Talking about arrest. Put it like this. If these allegations exist against a family member and a mother, I don't know if it's true, but let's say this person was down to actually do this to their own daughter. What do you think they would do to the ops? What do you think they would do to a bunch of rappers whose only purpose, seemingly for most of the industry, is only to gain money? So I'm going to, they got it. I don't want to smoke with them. But if y'all do want to know, go read this. 64 pages. Go read this. You're welcome. Okay? You're welcome. All right, people. Let's get on to the Diddy trial. I know. Some of y'all are so used. They'll be like, yo, let me get to the Absol thing right before. Y'all be like, yo, Ak, yo, you be defeating every rapper. Everybody who get into it with you, they catch L's. Yo, you got to take on Rocnation. No, I don't. Please, leave me alone. I apologize to Rocnation. I got no smoke with them. I believe them. I don't think they doing nothing. And the rest of y'all and the other media outlets y'all support, tell them to go do it. When they all join in, I'll join in. But other than that, I don't see no evil, hear no evil. I want to remain exactly. Okay. What I said I was gonna look at. I just said it. Absol. Okay. So days after Absol